So the work I've made for British Art Show is a new commission called Feed Me, which is co-commissioned by British Art Show and Film and Video Umbrella in London. It's the longest work I've ever made, so it's an hour long. And as in quite a lot of my other work or my older work, I'm the only actor or the only model in the work, so I play all these parts, wearing kind of prosthetic makeup and doing things in post-production to kind of warp the eyes and create these kind of slightly kind of cutesy, grotesque characters. The film is shot entirely on green screen, so all the backdrops are digital, and it has this kind of quite synthetic, quite unreal feeling to it. And the script as well, which I've written, is kind of slightly abstracted and seems to move constantly between genres. So it's partly taken from fairy tale narratives, so there's a kind of Beauty and the Beast theme, Little Red Riding Hood sort of traditional fairy tale narrative that runs through it, but then spliced in with some more kind of horror genre aspects, some sort of musical theatre bits, and this kind of recurrent reality TV talent show montage as well. So there's a feeling that you're following these characters, but they're constantly shifting through genres, and the characters themselves are also constantly shifting through different personalities and through different kind of behaviour patterns. So there's something that's kind of very unstable in the narrative, I guess.
Look, sweetheart, none of this is real. It's just a game that the grown-ups are playing. All you gotta do is play along, okay?
Okay. And how does it work with you playing all of the different parts? I mean, presumably you're having to shoot each little bit separately and then splice them all together somehow.
Yeah, so it's just green screen. So I guess what's kind of fun about it is that I can play a character talking to another character and just pretend I'm talking to them and then film that other character afterwards. And it's just in post-production that you can, with green screen, remove the green and then almost treat the characters as if they're like cut out collage and then place them into another environment. So I guess there's an element to it which is almost like a kind of digital moving image collage.
Yeah. Do you do all of the post-production yourself as well?
I did the majority of it, but I had a lot of help this time from my brother actually, Colin. So we were working together on it a lot, and a few other assistants too. So, but it's kind of a fun part though. It's feeling like you can bring everything together and really, I guess, be quite specific about the aesthetic when you're able to control all the environments as well. So.
And do you expect or hope that people might sit and watch it from start to finish?
Maybe. I think the way that I made it was that it does have a beginning and an end, but the narrative is actually constantly pulls back and forth, kind of between past and future, or there's no distinct sense of there being a very linear narrative. So I hope that you could come in at any point and just follow it round and still pick up on a sense of the narrative. So there's not a strict sense that you have to watch beginning to end. So hopefully some people will. I know a lot of people will see small bits, and I think that's nice too. I think you can pick up ideas from just smaller aspects of the film too. So.
And have you been kind of converted now into a longer filmmaker?
I don't know. I think I still like the idea of making short things. I just thought I guess it was interesting as a kind of challenge, and to think about what you can do with characters and what you can do with pulling an audience into a world where they're sitting there for an hour, and how you can really explore things in depth in a way that you can't in the shorter work. But there are even, I guess, in the film, short bits, like there's very small kind of almost like advert sequences that are almost like mini films in themselves. So I quite like the feeling that there's elements of it that function almost isolated. So.
And also you've made presumably the entire sort of room that it's shown in with the pink carpet,
Oh yes, yes.
blue walls.
I wanted it to feel kind of like a little girl's bedroom, or a lot of the film is, I guess it's kind of a slight inversion, this idea that a lot of the characters in the film, there's kind of younger characters played by me, so like young girls, and there's older characters played by me with prosthetic makeup. And the older characters inhabit this world, which is almost like kind of Disney princess, sort of Barbie universe, where they talk on like play phones and they type on sort of Barbie laptops. And there's a feeling of the world, the adult world, being kind of like a little girl's bedroom, or they drink out of kind of babies' bottles. And so I like the idea that you enter into the space and it feels like entering into, I guess, yeah, something like a little girl's bedroom. Yeah.